Sometime in the future, you yourselves will excel this position. Yeah, you should hold on to that. The gentleman said, you can be whatever you want to be. I'm sure you heard that. So my name is Wole, and I was born in Lagos. Are you following me? Thank you. I was born in Lagos. I went to the Lara Day Nursery and Primary School in Ikeja. And then I did my primary six at the Command Children's School, also at Ikeja, by Queen's College, for those who know Lagos. And then I went to the Lagos Baptist Academy, where I did my ordinary levels and my advanced level. And then I went to the Wole University, where I studied law, and I graduated in law. And then I went to law school, and then I went to University of Lagos, and got two master's degrees there. Now it sounds very smooth, but it wasn't always like that. The point of what I want to tell you now is, I'm going to tell you things I wished people had told me when I was your ages here. Are you following? Things I wished people had told me when I was the age. I know you're not all one age here. You range between 11 and I think 17. So that's me. I founded a company called Renegade Theatre. The idea of this was because I came into the field at a time when there weren't too many productions going up around the country. And I thought, how many people know what a renegade is? There's a word new to you here. A renegade is like an outlaw. Do you follow? A renegade is like, for those of you who watch cowboy films, a renegade is like an outlaw, a person who steps away from the normal path to create, like Fortune said, his own platform. That was the basis of this. This is the way I live my life. If I see obstacles here, I take the sides or I climb over it. You understand? I try not to be held down by whatever it is. So things I wish they had told me. Can we move on, please? Thank you. Even I can hear. Now this is the first thing. You have to repeat this with me. Let's read it together. The only thing God cannot do for you is what you are afraid to ask. Can we say that again together? The only thing God cannot do for you is what you are afraid to ask. The reason I wrote that, the reason I put that down is because it took me a long time to realize that. I had it by accident one day. I met a man, and that's what he said. And I found out that the limitations we have are because often we think we are not good enough. Sometimes we think it is only a special kind of person that is made a head prefect. It is only a certain kind of person that is admitted into the University of Ibadan or the Wole University, or is given a scholarship to go to Oxford or Cambridge. How many of you sometimes are held back by your own doubts? You can tell me, is everybody here superbly confident? You're not responding. The only thing God cannot do for you is what you are afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for things. These are things I wished I had been told when I was growing up. Don't be afraid to believe in something that you want. Don't be afraid to want to be a medical doctor, to want to be an architect. Don't be afraid to want the whole world. Don't be afraid to want to be president. Those who drive Hummer Jeeps in Lagos and strange large cars don't have two heads, they don't have three heads. Can we go on, please? Right. Things I wish people had told me when I was growing up. The world is full of talented but homeless people. There's no point in writing this thing if you don't understand it. The world is full of talented but homeless people. I would like the doctor to explain that.
What the question is that is trying to ask is that there are many people out outside there who are talented, who God has given the talents to do what they want, like singing, like acting, but they don't have homes, they don't have people, they don't have anybody around them to support them.
Thank you. Often in the world, we meet people, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you talk to, well, the older you get, you talk to a gatekeeper, or you talk to a petrol attendant, and he says, I'm a musician. Or he says, I went to school, I met a petrol attendant today in Ikeja when I was coming here, and he said, I went to the Bafemi Awolowo University. I had to drop out in my second year. Now I don't know why he dropped out. Whatever the reason, he dropped out. But the world is full of talented but homeless people. I'm quoting the former president of America, Calvin Coolidge, I think. The difference between you and them is consistency. The difference between you and them is consistency. It means whatever you set to do now, including the reading of books, including doing your assignments, doing classwork, whatever you set to do now is the difference between you and the man who will go hungry in future. Do you understand? Do you understand? You have to talk back to me. I have to feel your energy. You people are young. Why do you sound as if I'm in a room of old 70-something-year-old men? Do you understand? Yes, don't let the spirit of the house of chiefs catch you here. Speak up. Do you understand? Yes, the world is full of talented but homeless people. The difference between you and them is consistency. Say yes if you understand. Yes. Thank you very much. You're making me happier now. Now, let me tell you something that will amaze you. Every decision you make from now on into the future will affect you in some way. Everyone. Do you understand? The day you say, I am not reading, or I am going to cheat in exams, or I am going to follow this friend, and I will not follow this one, every decision you make today will affect you. You'll see the consequences in 10 years. Do you follow? So Fortune has talked about me being able to come from Lagos to Ibadan, and the road is bad, I should tell you. But I came because Fortune called, and because I thought this was a wonderful opportunity to get to talk to young people. The reason we can do this, as he has said, are the decisions we made back in Ife. I'm surprised at how old I am now, because he's talking about 25 years. Yeah. So every decision you make today will affect you in the future. Do you follow? Your choice of friends, your choice of even the courses you're reading, which will affect what you become in the future. Now, how many people are concerned about what they want to become? How many people know? How many people want to follow their passion? Could I see your hands? You know, you're thinking, what am I going to become? What do I want to be? How do I get there? The lady dancing, what's your passion? What's your passion? You want to be a lawyer. What is it that you like to do? Thank you. That mic has to grow up the reason today. Yeah. Okay, so what's your passion? No, now, what is it that you like to do? You know how you know what your passion is? Yeah, we're going to come back to you. You know how you know what your passion is? It is whatever you would light a candle for when NEPA takes light. Whatever you would light a candle to do. So tell me again, what do you like to do now? You like to read? What do you like to read? Novels. Okay. And you want to become a lawyer? You're probably on the right path. There's a lot of reading involved there. And I think the law room is a lot like theater. So thank you. Yes, but there was a young woman here, I think. Yes, please. What is it that you like to do? What's your passion? Okay. What would you like to write? What do you do? What do you do now? What's your passion now? What's your favorite thing to do? Reading storybooks. What's your favorite thing to do now?
I like looking for things. I like searching for things that are not found in like science things. Scientists things like that. Interesting.
Thank you. Your passion. I'm interested. What is your passion? What is it that you like to do? What is it that you like to do? You were raising up your hands. Please tell me. I think the water sharing might be taking some attention as well. So my friend Peyi just said to tone the language. What is it that you enjoy doing? Yes, please.
I enjoy repairing spoiled things at home. Some spoiled electric material, something like electric material.
You enjoy doing that?
Yes,
What do you want to be?
I want to become an engineer.
Very good. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for me. It is very likely that whatever you enjoy doing now is your natural, God-given talent and the direction that you should face. Do you follow? It is very likely that whatever you like to do now, whatever you like to work on now, like the young man who probably has scattered their CD player and things at home, you know, whatever you like to do is what you will become in the future. When I was in primary school, when I was in primary 6, there was a series, the Nick Carter series. I think I was 9 years old, but I think I read practically the whole series before the end of that year in primary 6. In secondary school, after the first 2 years, I had read Harold Robbins. So basically, I knew that whatever I was going to do in my life had to do with the written and the spoken word. Are you following? Are you following? Yes. Thank you. So what is it I just said now? Whatever you're going to be whatever you're going to find easiest to do in this world is probably what you are doing now. How many people here like to sing? Can I see your hands? How many people really like to sing? How many people have to be told shut up by your parents? How many of you? When I was in secondary school, the greatest punishment my father could serve me was telling me not to watch television. There was no greater punishment. If he said, "Wole, don't go near the TV," I used to feel as if I was going to die. And so maybe for me, that was a pointer towards what I was going to do. Even though I went to school, and then I got a first degree in law, and then I went and got a master's degree in it, and then I knew what I wanted to do. And I'm doing it now. Can we move this slide, please? Okay. So these are some of the things I said I wished I'd been told when I was growing up. Sometimes, we do not know. We say people are young and maybe they don't have any issues that affect them. But I'm going to say something. Beware of desperate steps. The darkest night lived will turn to day